Good afternoon to all. Welcome to the presentation. In the paper title as Study on Impact on FII on Indian Stock Market. Here the paper ID is 89. We are the team M. Darshini, M. Mohanasundari, S. Kalanadi, S. Ritika, A. Panirselvam, M. Hariharan, R. S. Karthikeyan. We belongs to the Konk Engineering College, Department of Management Studies, Perundurai, Erode, India. In our paper agenda is the introduction, research cap, and the objective of the study, research methodology, descriptive statistics, regression analysis, correlation analysis, suggestions, and conclusions. First, see the abstract of the paper. The paper investigates the sustainable surge in the foreign investments through the financial institutional investments like the FIS is shortly known as in the Indian stock market over the past years, utilizing the data from the diverse sources including a BSE, NSE, and the SEBI reports. The study encompassed the 12-year period around 2013 11 to 2023, focusing on the NSE index average, employing e-views as a statistical tool. The research employs a comprehensive analytical research framework comprising the descriptive statistics, unit root test, Grancher casualty test, and the Johnson's test. The primary variable of the uncertainty of FIA is net investment in the equity and debt. The Nifty 50 index average of the same period. The findings reveals the translating the Indian stock market Nifty 50 SEBI. We can discuss about the such some topics. First, we see the introduction of the paper. In the paper explains about the greetings of the ladies and gentlemen. Today I am thrilled to share this insights as an in-depth exploration into a key driving force shaping a landscape of the Indian stock market, the sustainable surge in the foreign investment through in foreign industrial investors commonly known as FIIs. Over the past 12 years, spanning from 2011 to 2023, we have witnessed a dynamic interplay between the FIS and the Indian financial markets, particularly focus on NSE index averages. Next, we see the research gap and the research objectives. In the research gap, explain about the um, temporarical gap. Existing studies a lack of comprehensive temporarical analysis of foreign industrial investors FISs and in the Indian stock market and promoting our explanation of a 12-year period around 2011 to 2023 to revival exploring trends and patterns. Holistic approach. Previous research has often isolated the study of FIAs in either equity or debit market. Debt markets. Our study addresses in this gap by adopting a holistic approach, explaining a combined impact of FIA's investments in the both segments and their influence on the Nifty 50 indexes and the regularity dimension gap. This year research gap existing a understanding a correlation between the FIA's investment and the regularity changes. Here, next we see the research objectives. In our research paper, we have adapted the four objectives to analyze the trend investment by FIAs in the Indian stock market, to analyze the investment trend in equity and debt market, to find out the relation between FIA investment and stock market, to study the behavioral pattern of FIA in Indian market during the period of 2011 to 2023. Next, we see the research methodology of our paper. In this research methodology, the overview has the research of FIS's impact on Indian stock market utilized a systematic approach. A data spanning 2011 to 2023 was collected from reputable sources such as BSE, NSE, and SEBI reports. Quantitative research design we have taken. Employing a quantitative research design, the study focused on key variables such as FIS net investment in equity and debt and the Nifty 50 index representing a stock market performance. And the statistical tools we have used various statistical tools like including descriptive statistics, regression analysis, correlation analysis were applicable to the summarized data, exploring a relationship between FIA's investment and the stock markets and assess the strength and the direction of the connections. The research objectives already we said that, but we aim to uncover the trends, factors, implications of the FIA's investment, offering the valuable insights into their impact on Indian economy. The rigorous methodology ensures an evidence-based investigation, providing a key information for investors, policymakers, and stakeholders. The descriptive analysis, we have to take the descriptive test, skewness value, validity assessment, probabilities, and hypothesis testing. The descriptive test, already we say that conducted between descriptive test for FIA and Nifty 50 closing prices, employ George Vera statistics to assess the normality of the each data series. The skewness value around minus 0.13 FIA, minus 1.18 depth, 0.68 Nifty 50 indicate a normally distributed to the reference representative data sets. Validity assessment, a standard deviation of the equity like 17,815.68 and the depth around 10843.08 and the Nifty 50 has 4060.582 highlight the validity of these variables. The probability and hypothesis testing has the calculator has the probability of the equity as 0.00, depth also 0.00, Nifty 50 as 0.000877 lead to the rejection of the null hypothesis and the description as accepting the alternate hypothesis. Next, we see the regression analysis of our study. The coefficient for C, the constant term is 10147.35. This means that when equity and debt are both equal to 0, Nifty 56 is expected to 10,147.35. The coefficient of the equity is around minus 0.008. This means for every limit increase the equity, Nifty 50 is decreased. And however, the p-value for equity is greater than 0.0. So we can conclude the coefficient is significantly different from. In the correlation analysis, the correlation coefficient between the equity and debt is 0.305686, which indicating a weak positive correlations because it is lesser than 1. So it can indicate the weak correlations. This means the equity increases, debt also trends to increase, but not perfectly linear fashion. So the correlation coefficient is a statistics method is used to measure the strength and the direction of the relationship between the two and more variables. The correlation coefficient is the number between the minus 1 and 1 that indicates the strength of the relationship. A correlation coefficient of 1 indicates a perfect positive relationship. A correlation coefficient of minus 1 indicates a perfect negative correlations. So here we can get the result of 0.30 something. So it have weak positive correlations so indicated. In this whole paper, we suggest the follow of FIA into the Indian should be increased since it have exchange flow of equity and capital and debt capital, helps in managing uncertainty and controlling risk. It can also help in economic development of the country. Investors should consider the volatility in the Nifty 50 indexes while making investment decisions. A thorough analysis of the market trends, economic indicators, and the other factors can help to predicting the foreign instrumental investor FIS has emerged as the formidable force in the Indian stock market as funding sustainable influence with the investment decisions. The natural impact of the FII investment on the market is the multifaceted issues. So, with the studies indicating the both short term and long term performance configurations, the Nifty 50 indexing in India, a barometer of the market performance, has exhibited validity. A market performance and the exhibited validity has over the analysis period driven by the drivers economic and market factors. Like the complexity of the relationship necessities, a cautious approach for the investors relying on the index for the decision making. It lights on these findings. It's the crucial of the market participants to recognize the factors. Along with the final conclusions, ultimately a collaborative effort between the regulatory bodies, market participants, and the policymakers is interpreted to navigate the evolving landscape for FII influence in the Indian stock market. Thank you. Thanks for the presentation. In the presentation, we have thanking to our institutions, Kongu Engineering College. We belongs to our Department of Management Studies, Kongu Engineering College, and also thanks to WACT to accepting our paper. In the our topic, I recalled our topic is a study on impact of FII on Indian stock markets, and we also in our whole team members have thanked. Thank you.